In a previous tutorial, we talked about letting Google categorize our inbox into separate categories of primary, social, updates. Another way to organize is for you to label your emails and then organize them by label. So a couple ways to create labels. One is to select the emails that you want to label. Right now I'm clicking on emails from my fellow teachers at my school, and I'm going to label these teachers, just so I have all the, if I want to look at all the emails from my fellow teachers, I can in one fell swoop. So I go ahead and check them. Once I checked the first email, I got some options up here, and the option I'm looking for is the label option. Now, I don't have an appropriate label for them, and notice it's showing my categories under the labels as well. I created a label earlier called Deals, and that's under my promotions, but I'm going to create a new label and call it Teachers. And notice you can have a label that's sort of nested underneath another label. I'm going to go ahead and click Create. And now, when I click my inbox, now I have all these are labeled Teachers. And then on the left side, if I want to look at just all the emails I've received from teachers, I can just look at those. And then I can go back to my inbox and see all of them. Should probably uncheck all these. Uncheck. Or say none. Uncheck them all. Once again, I just click over here on Teachers and I see them all. Another thing I could do is I could color that label. I can go ahead and click this little drop down and give that label a color. So label color. Now the teachers I teach with are really cool, so I need to give it a cool blue color. And so now they have this blue label. So another one I could select, I get some EdTech labels as well. So I got, here we go, a couple EdTech related labels, and I'm going to say, create a new one, create new, and call it EdTech, and create. And while it created it, it also labeled them. And then since I have one color, I might as well color them all. Maybe make that one the kind of aquamarine or something. That one's aquamarine. And the neat thing about this is if I wanted to, if I could take this, if this was a, say I'm going to select none. If this email was related to teachers and EdTech, I can double label things. So I can make this one in EdTech. So now if I'm searching through my emails and I want to know, look for teachers, all the teacher ones, this one's teacher and EdTech, and it'll show up when I click EdTech. So that same email is showing up. And it's showing me here that it's an EdTech, labeled EdTech, but it's also labeled teacher. So it's kind of nice to be able to label things twice. So another label I might want to have is parents, and this is new, so I don't have any parent emails yet. But if I click down there where it said more, another way to add a label is down here where it says create a new label. And I might say, call it parents. We categorize all those. I might have one called admin. If I get stuff from admin. And then hence that's basically the labels. So this one would here is Carl's a vice principal, so I can say label him. I'll say teachers and admin because like a teacher too. And apply. So he's got two labels. The other thing I can do is I still have the option of if I don't want something in my inbox, I don't want to be looking at it, I can place it in a folder. So one way to do that would be to go here and drag something and have it move it to a folder. Now I no longer see it in my inbox. The only time I'll see it is if I click on EdTech. And then I see all the EdTech labeled emails, including the one I moved. I physically don't see that one in there anymore. But actually, and then if I change my mind, I can move it back in the inbox. So you can work both ways. You can grab emails from your inbox and actually have them placed in the label sections like they're folders, or you could just label things as you go. And double labeling things, I think, is a neat feature as well. So that's kind of the rundown on labels. One of the things I neglected to show is the second way how to move an email. So if I wanted to move this email to to EdTech and have it not be in the inbox but be in like a folder, similar to a folder as EdTech, I can select it or more and then click the drop down, and this will move it to this folder icon will move it to somewhere else. So I can actually move that email to EdTech, and now it's in EdTech, and if I didn't really want to do that, which I didn't, I can move it back to my inbox. And there it goes. So thank you.